hope you can see better. I was just saying the seam allowance, the fabrics here match so well. I couldn't see the seam. It's here. Seems to be lying down flat, but nevertheless, I think it's super cute. And then you place the lid. You know what? Instead of just let me just show you. Yeah, I just saw it in this one as well. 1977. Laura Ashley, 1977. So you always tell me that there is no noise, that you can't hear noise. I hope that's true because boy, is it windy. It's crazy windy. Let's sew. In today's menu, we have this stunning Indonesian, probably, fabric. I think it used to be a duvet cover that obviously had better days. There's a lot of flows within the fabric, so I'm gonna have to be very careful. But I did buy it because, I mean, come on, look at this absolutely gorgeous beauty. Right, so it's a double layer. I think there's actually quite a lot of holes in the fabric. I think it's probably been used as a cupboard or a bed cover or something. But isn't it gorgeous? I love it. So I don't think I can make a dress or an outfit from it because first of all, the holes are almost everywhere. And second of all, it's being patchworked without taking care whatsoever of all the edges. There's nothing. This will fray badly. So unfortunately, it's not gonna be clothing, but it's gonna become something gorgeous. So I've got this I wanna work with. Then my daughter decided that she doesn't like her wardrobe. So she got me into buying loads of her pieces for me to upcycle so she can have some money to buy her new aesthetic. It is what it is when you have teenagers. So this pair of trousers, it was a very baggy pair of trousers that she used to wear. And she doesn't like it because it kind of flares a bit. It's absolutely gorgeous denim, beautiful back pockets. And so we're gonna see if we can combine these two to make some kind of bags. Then I have, because not everything has to be dark, I have these beautiful cottons that I picked up a few months back. This is an Albert Heijn tablecloth, 100% cotton. Albert Heijn is a supermarket here, a supermarket chain here in the Netherlands. And you know, they do, apart from food, sometimes they do items like this, like picnic gear and everything. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous camber, heavyweight fabric. And the color is just stunning. And I'll tell you what I've got in mind for this one. So then this one, this is a little bit older. I bought this quite a while back. I think it's a cover, for a duvet cover for a child or a cot, because it's quite small. And so it's a gingham from one side, and then it's a lovely orangey color, solid cotton. Beautiful, beautiful fabric. I don't feel bad upcycling anything that I get my hands on, because I sometimes buy the stuff, as I always say, thrown away on the floor in the markets, right at the end of the life cycle. So I pick it up and I make things with them. So I have the cover and the little pillow cover. So, and the nice thing about this is actually, if I was to make bags, which is what I'm thinking of making, I already have the lining built in, the lining for the gingham. For the yellow one, I'm gonna have to find something else. That's not all I want to sew. I have this bag halfway done, made out of 4 panels, tablecloth panels. I don't know if I put this in the video. I lost some footage. One day I was cleaning up and I was cleaning up the computer a little bit too much and I lost some footage. So it could be that the making of this is gone because I can't see it. Anyway, as you can see, it's halfway through, so it's not quite done. It's a beautiful fabric, and all I've done is cut the edges off and stitch the 4 tablecloths to make this beautiful bag. Obviously, I need to put some handles, and I need to most likely line it, because I think this will be an awesome beach bag, you know, gorgeous with the nice handles. So I need to finish this bag. I say fix because I need to finish this one, but I need to fix these three. Now, this one I made in the channel, at the beginning of the channel, when I was very shy to get myself in camera. Can you imagine me shy? I am not a shy person at all. Yeah, I didn't like putting myself in camera. So I made this bag, and I've been using it ever since. It's like really proper use. It's some of the corners I started showing the wear. The funniest thing is, first of all, it needs a wash because I would use it all the time. But the funniest thing is, the only thing I didn't do particularly, the only thing I bought for it was the straps. And obviously the straps have faded horribly, and they weren't cheap when I bought them. You see, sometimes just because you buy expensive doesn't mean that you buy anything good. So I need to replace the straps because they are disgusting. I hate them. I need to give it a good wash, of course. And I was thinking maybe I might want to put like some tabs so I can wear it as a crossbody as well. So basically I need to fix this one because this is my bag. I love it. I love the patchwork and I want to reuse it, but I hate the straps. So I need to fix that. Then I need to fix these two. These have been in my shop in Leiden, and then they were in my, I think I've put them in on the internet. I'm not very good at doing the listings. I need to do more of that. But I think because they are pouches, they're not selling, and they are such lovely fabrics, such lovely bags. This one is supposed to be in a small iPad bag. I had it like really quilted. It was quite a thick, sorry, the window is open because it's hot, so it's kind of, I hope you could, people say I cannot hear any noises, and it blows my mind because it's so noisy. So hopefully the microphone only takes my voice, and that will be good. Okay, so I was thinking, it has a beautiful piece of Napa leather, and this beautiful patchwork that I made a long time ago, and it's denim backed. So I thought, if I open it up and put two tags, I can add one of my newly bought handles, and I can use it as a crossbody, and then maybe it will sell better like that, because it's a lovely bag. This one I had made a long time ago. It's from a pair of jeans that have all that detail, and a piece of leather from a jacket. So I was thinking of doing exactly the same. I could just open it here and make it into crossbody, because I think it will be more useful. I also want to show you my latest hobby that I've been working with. So this is what I've been making lately. It's a little bag charms or key rings that I absolutely love. So I was thinking of, maybe I've made quite a few. I will show you at some point in the video. I will show you the ones I've made. I think I have at least 10, and they're all made out of vintage findings, jewelry, broken jewelry, and things like that. And I think it looks really, really cute. But I think as a either zipper pull or a handbag charm is a little bit sparse. So I was thinking of using some of my little bit and pieces of fabric and make like a big fat bow of fabric, but stuff in it and make it a little bit fatty like this, like it has like substance, and then add it to the charm, and then maybe some of my beautiful ribbons or laces, and make like a really cool, very substantial charm. I mean, sometimes people like something dainty. I prefer sometimes something smaller, but I think I quite fancy doing something a little bit more extravagant. It's the one thing that having this channel have shown me, is that I can actually be a little bit extra, and it's okay. Like for me, working with these fabrics is a bit extra. Working with these fabrics is a bit extra. This is my comfort zone. So, and this is my comfort zone. So it is nice to just go ahead and do something different. So I won a quick win two quick wins because I'm still thinking about the duvet cover. I call it duvet cover. I think been looking at the fabric, and it has a lot of holes, and I think it might have been used as a window thing, because it looks like it's been torn, like it's been cut and torn. Anyway, I was thinking I might want to make a little bottom on this little bag, because I think the bottom will make it a little bit more. Do I want to make a bottom? Because if it's a crossbody, it might as well, you know, if I stitch it like this. I don't know, I'm thinking out loud, as I always do on my channel. Now, I could do that, make it a little button, or just put the tags. If I put it like that, that kind of look nice too. Okay, let's do the tags. Yeah, I'm gonna find some kind of denim that I can use for here, and do the tags, and also denim for this one. This one I'm not gonna cut it. I'm not gonna make it because it's quite long. It's supposed to be an iPad cover, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna put that. It has a lovely leather zipper. I might see if I could make another cool, cute jam, because I fancy that idea of having some bag jams. Okay, so let me find some denim for these two to do the tags. So I feel like I've already won a little bit. I found this little piece of denim, which is not exactly the same, but very similar to that one. And I'm gonna use it to do the tabs for the two of the little bags. I also found this pocket with this denim thingy, and I really, really want to do something with it. You know, keep on finding things in my treasure place. Now for this one, I'm really excited. I found this cotton, which is, I think it's quilting cotton, and I never really go for it because I just found it a little bit boring, and I thought it'll be absolutely fantastic for the lining for this thing here. So I still need to find some kind of fabric for the handles for this bag. And since I need to repair this one and my old denim bag, I'm thinking I might actually pick up some denim, blue denim, not as dark as this. I need to go through my things, but I think I might do both of them handles with denim. I'm gonna have to back it up because these are big bags, and then you can put a lot of stuff. So these handles have to be quite strong. So I'm gonna finish these two bags now, and I mean, it's just cutting. It's a super simple make. Cutting the strips, putting the D-rings, and attach it, opening the bags and attach it. So this should be like a super fast win, and then we can get on with the bigger project. So we started from the beginning and we build up. We build up the stamina. I have lots of hours to sew today, but I doubt I'm gonna be able to make all of this. That would be very cool though. I talk a lot. Anyway, let's crack on. So this is super simple. I'm not even gonna iron this because it's gonna get folded and cut into a million pieces. So I'm just gonna give a couple of stitches in here, and then this will be actually inside the D-ring, so it doesn't really, it's not gonna fray, and if it frays inside, it's not gonna be a problem. So I'm just gonna stitch it like that. Right, let me take that off so you can see. I'm gonna stitch it like that and like that, all the way through, and then just cut the tabs that I need. This is the part of the inside of the tab. When I fold the edges, doesn't matter how rough it is because it's gonna go like that. You're never gonna see it. Okay, I made the tabs. Look at how cute they are. I love that. I used these dainty key rings because I have two sizes, but I think the bags are small, so I decided to do them a little bit, to use the smaller ones. Okay, so now what I'm doing, I'm just opening the bottom of the bag so I can get to the seam. This is a really cool fabric that I thrifted a long time ago. It's very shiny. I don't know what it is, but it has this really cool motif. It's very, very nice. Okay, so let's do this. I cannot talk for the life of me. Work and talk, and this is just an easy job. I tell you one thing, I did stitch this very, very well. This is never gonna come undone. Oh my God. I've been fighting with this quite a bit now. Anyway. Right, so I'm gonna open both sides and just literally introduce the tab inside like that. And obviously I need to do both of them at the same height. This was never gonna come undone. Well, it's good to know that I am thorough whenever I do whatever I make. My goodness. Voila! First one done. Cute little pouch bag. I haven't done the bottom. I don't know, what do you think? What do you think? Does it look good like this? Does it look nice? I just put some fabric inside to give a little bit body. But what shall I do? Shall I do the bottoms or not? Let me know in the comments. I might, by the time you see the video, this might be listed. And but I think I'm gonna list it like this, and if somebody wants it too with the bottom, I'm happy to stitch the bottom. Now this is the little one that I start with, and then I had an idea, because I'm a little bit scared, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit apprehensive, let's call it apprehensive, about where to start from here. I generally don't know where from. I was thinking maybe I could start in one, but oh my God, there's quite a lot of defaults in the fabric. You can see why. I don't know if you can see the hole there. When I put it against the sunlight like this, I can actually see how many holes there are. It's kind of sad. It's quite turned. So I'm gonna have to be very selective about how to repair this fabric and use it. But I was thinking, you know, the idea that I had about making like a little fat bow, I think this fabric will look gorgeous with this one. So maybe I could ease on this kind of fabric by just cutting a little bit and making the bow, and then stuffing it with some stuffing that I have toy stuffing, because I used to make toys, amigurumi toys for my kids. So maybe I could do that. The more I look at it, the more I see fabrics that I like so much. Such a beautiful, beautiful piece of fabric, but yeah, full of errors and tears and holes. It looks like it's been kind of maybe pulled or something. That's what it looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna put the tags on this one, and then we have two cool crossbody bags finished, and then yeah, we carry on. But I started the day a little bit later, and it's kind of getting on for lunch. So I think I might just go and do some lunch first, and then it's kind of cute, no? I love it. It looks a little bit, it's quite bohemian. Then it's the leather. You could use it other way. You could use it just black, or you could just go denim and a little sparkles. Yes, I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna do lunch first, and then we go back to that. So I made the second one. I knew I would like this one a lot. It's super nice. I actually spent a little longer because I realized there was a defect on the denim. I didn't catch it properly, and it will get undone, so I have to fix that. I don't like things not done properly. How cool is that though? I love it. I think like this is definitely better without making the bottom square. I think this one is a really cool bag. And I put a black handle on this one, because I think even though there's brown in here, I think the denim is quite dark. So I think it looks really nice. Right, so now I want to start fixing the brown one with this lining. Let's get on with it. Okay, so first things first, I need to make myself a pattern for the lining for this bag. So all I'm gonna do, let me show you. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure, because I have no idea how big this bag is. So I'm gonna measure the width. The widest point to the widest point is 50, maybe 51, and I'm gonna 2 centimeters for the seam allowance, and then I'm gonna measure all the way to the seam allowance again, which is here. Wow, the fabric is matched so well. I couldn't find the seam. Okay, hold on. I hope you can see better. I was just saying the seam allowance the fabrics here match so well, I couldn't see the seam. It's here. Right, so I'm gonna measure from the top of the bag, staying like that. My best to keep it flat down. Okay, so that will be 41.5. So I'm gonna add 41.5. That'll be 42, 43.5. I'm giving 2 centimeters for the same allowance both ways. But I was just thinking, I really do like this pocket that I have. And now, how cool would it be if I was to incorporate it inside as the inside pocket? It will also look good on this fabric. I mean, of course, I could use it to make another bag, but I quite like the idea of using it, at least for this bag, to use it inside. I might still change my mind, but that's what we're going for now. So we are once again on my leather bin. As you can see, I have pink, green, purple, and blue. Beautiful leather. Some fabric, because of course, this is the denim that I bought 1,500 years ago. And it is a Japanese denim that it has marks and defects, and that's why it was given to the thrift store, and that's how I got it. Right, okay, so now I need to put this all back up. Maybe I shouldn't put the denim all the way to the bottom when I want to use it. There we go. Right, I'm back in there. Oh, look at what just happened. A little scraps of leather. Look at what just happened. I just found this one. I might use this one. You can see my 2 bags at the back right there, and they're pretty. I'm really pleased with them. Right, so I found this extra pocket, and this is the denim that I'm thinking of making the 2 handles for this bag and my bag, and this is the other pocket that I found. I'm definitely going to use one of them now for the inside. I think I might use the light one actually. I mean, what do you think? That's the fabric, that's the denim, that's the inside, and these are the pockets. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one, and I might use this one with another piece of fabric to make another bag. I don't know if you ever heard me saying this, but I genuinely despise making straps. I don't like it at all. Let me show you why this Japanese denim was given away. See? The marks, they mark the whole thing. I don't know how these cuts are made and why they're made. It looks like 50 centimeters, more or less, of the denim. And the denim is absolutely glorious. It's very heavyweight. You can see the selvage. It's stunning, stunning denim. But all the pieces I have that kind of mistakes. And that's how I got to have some Japanese denim, because it has someone else's mistakes. Is my cut and run business. Right, let's do the straps. I'm really procrastinating about them because I really don't care for them. It's the one thing I don't like making. I'm gonna get some interfacing and make a few very long straps, and then I just cut them to size. It's less work like that. It's so warm in here today. It's been quite the heat the past couple of weeks, and apparently this summer is going to be pretty bad. I was listening to a Japanese textile designer. I put her YouTube channel. I like her stuff. It's so kawaii, as she says, super cute. And she was saying that this summer they expect a heat wave in Japan, really, really bad. And I heard somebody in the UK that were talking about the same thing, and we're not that far away from the UK, so I would have expected to be pretty horrible. Anyway, what I've done is I started to iron my denim with the interfacing, and then I'm gonna cut them. But the thing is, I don't know why this is interfacing. It has worked perfectly with other fabrics, but with this denim, doesn't want to stitch all that well. So I'm gonna cut the straps first, and then I'm gonna give it another iron to see if it stays. But look at how lovely the denim when it's ironed. And the mark is there. I'm not gonna be using it for now. I'm just gonna use this part of the denim. I'm just cutting, I did a 7 centimeter by however long this piece of denim that I cut was. And I think I'm obviously gonna fold it like that and fold it like that to stitch it. And this is too long. Oh God, it's gonna be too long and too short, isn't it? I think I messed up. I think I've made it too short to have two of them out of one strap, because that will be two. And that will obviously not be enough to be a shoulder bag. I mean, okay, I'm gonna have to make more longer. Okay. I think the heat is melting my brain. So I finished the denim straps. Oh, what a fight. I really don't like making the straps. I've made these two smaller ones, very, very strong. These ones are never gonna come undone. Really, really strong. But then what I've done is I stitched the lengths together and I made one big long strip, so I can see if I can take at least longer straps for both bags. Right, so I have the denim done, and now I'm going to show you something. The steam is great to take any wrinkles out of any fabric, but it's terrible on a day like today, I'm telling you that much. Anyway, I have cut the linings. These are the two pieces of lining I tied here. It was 52 by 43.5. And then I've done another pocket, because I think in a bag like this, it's good to have, I mean, this is a very small pocket. So I'm going to put this pocket in one of the sides of the bag, and then I'm going to put the bigger pocket on the other side. As you can see in the bag, I did some kind of like a pleat, like a box pleat, to reduce the opening of the fabric. So I'm gonna emulate exactly the same thing that I did with the bag. I'm gonna stitch the pocket. Oh, that's the pattern going on the floor. I'm gonna stitch the pocket in this pocket here and this one on the other side. I might make this just a stitch like that. I'm gonna make it straight first and then gonna stitch. So one like this in one side and the other one in the other side. And then after that, once it's done, I'm gonna unstitch together. I'm gonna do these pleats, because I think it's easier to emulate what I already have. Okay, so I have stitched both pockets in the lining, in both sides of the lining. So that's the big pocket here. What a way of showing you. There's a big pocket with my label and the denim pocket there too. I'll show you in a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the side opened here. So I'm going to stitch here, then I'm going to stitch all around, and then I'm going to do the bottom. So the bottom on the bag, if you see, this is the seam. It is about 5 centimeters. So it basically, what that means is that once you stitch the bag, I'll show you, you could either make like a little template for yourself for 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters, which I think it is about 2 and a bit inches. I'm not very sure about it. So basically, once you have stitched, this is the easiest way of doing the bottom of the bags I found. So what you do is you stitch it at the 90-degree angle, and then you place the lid. You know what, instead of just let me just show you. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark 5 centimeters square that I'm gonna make myself. So that's 5 there, and that is 5 there. Okay, the 5 by 5, I'll cut it and I'll place it on the thingy. Hold on. I make sure I do not use my fabric scissors, because oh my God, once they get blunt, it's impossible to do anything with them. Okay, so now we have my 5 by 5 centimeter, and then what you do is you place it on the stitching. See the stitching on my 90-degree angle on the stitching? You place it there, and then you mark it. And then you cut. Okay, So now what you need to do to make the bottom of the bag, you need to stitch, open the bottom, seam to seam together. You could either open the seams or just put this one facing the opposite. Let's take one pin here. Okay, let's do that. And then basically just stitch here and then do the same for the other side. And that's how you do your bottom. Then we need to do this box pleat. Okay, I'm gonna make notches in the middle of both of my liner pieces, because now we need to do this box pleat that I did here. When I did do it, I didn't measure anything. I just went ahead and did it. I really needed to fix this bag. Look, it's coming undone. Anyway, and I've not been using it obviously, but just being in the studio is coming undone. Right, so from the edge of the pleat to the seam is about 3 centimeters, and it's about 6 centimeters to the other side. Right, I think it's 6. Yeah? 6 and 12. Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So the mark from the 6 needs to come to the middle of the, there you go. And now this is how you have 3 on the pleat. There we go. So I'm going to put a pin in there. And the same thing happens with this one. It's on the 6th one, on the 12th at this point. Comes to the middle, and that's another 6. You know, with a denim, with a denim pocket, it's not as easy as you would have thought. Okay? Okay, so the lining is stitched, but what I need to do first, I need to put the straps, attach the straps to the bag. And I think the best thing I could do is figuring out how long I want them. I'm actually just gonna pin them and try them on me, because I don't know exactly. Oh my God, I hope the machine is not gonna complain about all these layers of denim and all this layer of, because I need to stitch through this and then I need to stitch it with the yeah, something like that, don't you think? Let's see. Oh, it's so warm. I know I keep on saying, but the window is right open and it's still very, very warm. Okay, what do you think? I think like that is fine, isn't it? Yeah, I think I like it like that. I'm gonna measure exactly, obviously it's not even right in the middle, but I'm gonna measure exactly how much, and then I'm gonna stitch it to here first. I might give it 1 centimeter more just to be 100% sure. I'm going to tell you one thing. Miss Janum didn't complain one bit. It went through all the layers of denim and all the quilt fabric. No problems whatsoever. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to attach the lining to the bag. Come here. Let me talk to you. So, I've never really done it like this per se. I need to put right size to right size. So, I think the best thing is either right side to right side. So, I think I need to turn this. I never done it this method. And normally, because obviously I've already done this bag, normally I stitch everything at the same time. So, I don't have a bag that is already made like this one. Isn't that pretty? At one point, I was considering making it like reversible, but the truth is, I have to really overlock all the edges because, you know, it was a quilted fabric, the tablecloths, table mats. It was kind of quilted and it was very difficult to do. Okay, so what I need to do is right side to right size. So good job I keep on talking to myself. Okay, so this is how I end up looking in the front of the bag, and that's the other one. So since the bag hasn't really got a zipper. Normally, the end of the zipper, when you close the zipper, that's the front. And the back is where the zipper stays. So the front is where the zipper finishes on the left. And normally the back is when it finishes on the right. Right, so because I have the lining open, all I'm gonna do is match up the notches. Well, you just missed a lot of drama with the camera. It was full. It wouldn't download the videos, the clips that I've been recording. Yeah, it was a lot of drama. But we're back. Right, all I'm doing now is I'm pinning the lining, as I said. I put the right side to the right side and then pin it all along the opening of the bag, and then I'm going to stitch it. And then I should turn around the bag through the hole that I left in the lining, and that should be it, to be honest. I'm just putting together in this the pleats from the lining to the pleats of the oh, that went flying. The pleats of the lining through to the pleats of the outside bag, and just take my time with the machine. You know, sometimes I use these things. I used to use this when I was using leather, sewing with leather, and they're actually really, really good because it really keeps everything in place. So sometimes they're very, very strong. Don't move. They really don't. Okay, so I'm gonna spare you the sewing and the fighting. I already have a big fight with my camera. I don't want to have another fight with the sewing machine. I should come back. Today has gone super fast. There were so many things I wanted to do. I think this video is gonna have to go into the next day for all the things that I want to do. It all depends, because I tend to do really long videos these days, and if it's gonna be a really long one. Okay, I ran out of it. No, if it's gonna be a long one, then it's gonna be difficult. But I think I might go into tomorrow to finish, at least to work with the Indonesian fabric. Okay, all clipped. Let's sew. So I wasn't gonna this part, but I just want to show you how fantastic Miss Janome is. She's going through the quadruple denim, because remember that we ironed the interface, then we fold it like that, we stitched it, and then we stitch it to the very thick outside of my bag. And now I'm going to stitch through all of the layers. That's the denim. She didn't even think twice. Isn't it amazing? I mean, I could just open this, but she just goes through it. Look at that. Amazing machine, I'm not gonna lie. And today I didn't oil it. I'm gonna have to oil it first thing in the morning, tomorrow morning. So that's the denim again. Did you see her coughing at all? I didn't. Right, so this is the double pleat. I'm going slowly because I want to make sure that I'm picking up the right. Isn't it amazing? That's the denim again. Look at this girl. Isn't that amazing? Amazing machine. It seems to me that I'm doing an advertisement for Janome. I'm not. I've been getting some contacts for, I'm turning their back by the way. I'm getting some contacts for some different sponsors, but some of the stuff is like really, not really what I do or what I believe much of. There's a couple of things that are quite interesting, so I might contact them and see what happens. But if Janome wants to sponsor me, I'm not gonna say no. Can you even see what I'm doing? Okay. I'll be absolutely happy to do sponsor for Janome or Yuki or Bernina, all things considered. I love all those 3 machines. Right, so that's the lining. That's the pocket. Oh, I left the thing outside. I need to fix that. What I might do an ironing of the bag and then a top stitch. So it has like a nice clear, since the machine seems to be doing well, you know what's going to happen, don't you? Now that I'm saying that, it's not going to do it. Mind you, if it is too much to double up again in here, which it would be because it's quite a lot thickness in there, I might just go around and stitch, like go around here and leave this bit here and then go back from here. But let me iron it first, because ironing is always, I don't think people know how good the iron is for sewing. It's one of the best tools. Right, let me iron it, because look at what it looks like right now. And after I iron it, this end is gonna look super crisp. Let's do it now. Okay. Ooh, careful with the vapor. Ooh. That is impressive. Right, let's do the right in the middle. I think that will make a big difference to the bag. I don't know if the machine will actually go through all of these layers. It's quite a lot, actually. Whew. This paper is... Off camera, I did a top stitch on the opening. I'm telling you, this machine is amazing. How did it go through all of these layers? I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can. How it went through all those layers is beyond me. I still haven't done the sides, but I want to show you what it looks like when it has stuff on. Let's try this piece. I don't know if I'm going to get to cut and do everything I wanted to do with all these fabrics today, but there we go. How cool is this bag? It's almost like a beach bag. It's so gorgeous. And I love the lining. I really, really, really love the lining. And I love the pocket inside. It's kind of cute. 2 different denims, but cute. You know, I'm so happy I finally finished this bag. It's been stitched and on a pile. I really gonna need to get done pile for the longest time. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm very, very happy with it. So what I would like to do is I would have liked to have like a pocket, like a pouch that goes with it. And then maybe it will be so much nicer to have something that you could put inside that is also part of it. I might do that actually. But I don't have the same fabric. We'll have to maybe denim. Maybe I can make a denim. And it kind of matches I could make a denim with the inside the same fabric. Yeah, I could do that. Anyway, for today, this one is done. I'm a bit disappointed that on day 1, I didn't get to do this fabric. But I think day 2, we're gonna catch up and we're gonna do something with this. So it is it for day 1, I think. Let's see you tomorrow. Another day. Another sewing day. Right, 2 things. I'm wearing the t-shirt that I put for sale. I made it, I put it in my shop, nobody bought it, so it's mine. I mean, it would have been nice to be sold, but if it doesn't sell, I wear it. Right, I'm gonna have to confess one thing. Last night, I carry on sewing after I switch off the machine because I wanted to. I just fancied doing something. And I did a prototype of something that I've been thinking of for the longest time. I've been wanting to make this kind of bow charm, fatty, puffed bow charm, back charms, or key rings, or whatever you want to call them. So this was kind of the break of the fabric, the Indonesian cover fabric. because I was a little bit intimidated. I'm not gonna lie. And they said this is my first prototype. There's a lot of things that I want to change, but basically this is what I was thinking of doing. I keep this one, but I want to make a big difference. I want to make the bow a bit fatter, this a little bit thinner. I want to put it in I did a bias tape thingy. I want to do something else. I would have to say one thing though, that fabric is a little bit, I don't want to be mean, but I think a very, very beginner might have stitched everything, because there's a lot of, when I do patchwork, I don't particularly care much for the points looking, you know. The one thing I like is for the fabric to be totally flat. And that's not the case with many parts of that. So I'm gonna have to really work with it. Anyway, I showed you last night that I finished this. What I didn't show you is that I made a little denim pouch for it with the same, I have the cover for this in here, the pillow cover for here. And I made the same lining, and I'm gonna be selling them together because I think, you know, it hides the denim with the bag. So I just put the set that I did yesterday in here. Well, I only did this, finish everything, I mean, fixing everything. And I absolutely love the bags. So since this video is probably getting a little bit longer, what I really want to achieve today is to cut the fabric for this key ring, to cut the fabric and make maybe another bag like this. If I have all the time in the world, I like to make a little bit more of a summery bags with these two. And obviously the denim with the Indonesian fabric, this fabric. So this is what we're doing today. I hope this video is not getting too long, and I hope you're enjoying it. So yeah, there's too many things in my head. There's like so many things. So the day that I have a quasi okay hair day, I have to put the hair up because it's still very, very warm. Anyway, let me show you what I've done. I've made myself a little pattern piece because it's easier. Pattern piece from the bag, the tote bag. I mark the center and I put the marks where the pleats needs to go, and it's basically the same dimensions. What I'm gonna do the same thing as I did with the lining, which is put the square right when it's done and cut it like that. Now, I want to show you this fabric. I was telling you, there's so many folds on this fabric. I don't know if you can see, there's holes in there. It's not being stitched properly. So I think I'm gonna cut this fabric. I think I'm gonna cut the size that I need, but I'm gonna cut some of the denim as well. These my daughter's trousers. And I'm thinking that maybe I want to use one of the pockets for maybe one of the sides of the bag. I mean, the outside of the bag. But also, I'm going to have to quilt this one because, first of all, it's too light. And second of all, I need to check as I'm working with it, I need to check for holes, for bumps. And it is such a beautiful fabrics, but they didn't do the best job, and it's not in the best condition in terms of, I mean, there's many places where it's fine, and then there's a lot of places that has a lot of holes and the stitching is coming undone because it wasn't perfect. So I'm going to have to do a lot of repairing for this one. So now I really don't feel all that bad about cutting it. I was feeling a little bit apprehensive, you know, it's been such a big piece. I need to find something to back it up and quilt it. It is very windy, but you tell me that you don't hear noises. I hope you don't, because I have all the windows open. It's windy and stuffy and hot, so I have to have the windows open. What I'm doing is I'm gonna cut 2 pieces of the batting that are bigger than my pattern, and then I'm gonna quilt these and quilt some of the denim that I cut. I cut this piece and I cut the pocket. Can you hear that? That's the doors going. Anyway, I also cut the pocket, and I think I'm going to quilt everything, including the denim. I want to put this in one side of the bag. Like, for instance, I want to put it, sorry, let me just take this off. I want to put it in like in one side of the bag, and then the rest will be the Indonesian fabric. And then I would like to do the other side with a bit of denim, like a bit of more of that denim, and also I keep on saying Indonesian fabric. I am pretty sure it is Indonesian fabric. If not, you tell me. See what I mean about being all bulked up? I mean, it wouldn't matter much because obviously it really is that kind of my type of patchwork. Nothing matches. Nothing matches doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the unevenness of it. You know, it's not flat. So we're going to have to quilt it and see how it goes. But yeah, first things first, I'm going to give myself a bigger pieces of the quilt that I need. Look at how devastated the corner was. Anyway, I'm cutting the pieces for a new bow. And I'm basically trying to follow this grid. I'm a bit rough about how to cut things because, as you can see, nothing seems to be lying down flat. But nevertheless, I think it is super cute. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger and fatter, and these are going to be a little bit less fat, if you know what I mean, less full. This more full and bigger, and this less full. And I found some really cool key rings for this as well. I also cut, I'm going to cut. Oh no, see what I mean? It's been torn, I think. I don't know what has happened to this. It's been kind of torn, I think. I need to cut this one again. Okay. I need to really look at the piece before I cut it. I don't know why it has so many defects. Okay, two things. First of all, I just have to wash my eye so many times because I think some of my cream came into my eye. If it's red and close, please forgive it. And the second thing, I'm just getting a little bit paranoid about these holes in here. I keep on looking at what the holes look like, and I am pretty sure that it is to do with tears because they look like stressed tears. But I Google to see if the moth could be eating cotton. And yes, they can eat cotton. I washed this, of course I washed it. But I didn't put it in the freezer or anything like that. And the more I look at it, the more I can see defects on the fabric. To be perfectly honest, it's not been sewn the best because some of the seam allowances are very, very narrow. Very narrow, so some of the holes are coming on the seam themselves. If I can, like here, for instance, I could see that the holes are actually coming through the seam because I feel like yes, see? There's not much, I don't know if you can see, there's not much of a seam allowance there, so the hole is there. But there is so many of it, like here, this, I don't know if it's been caught on something or it is actually holes from moth. I'm just so scared because I have so much wool in here. So what I'm gonna do is all of this is gonna go into a plastic bag and it's gonna go into my freezer for a few weeks. I once bought a silk cardigan to make something with it in the Kingstar, and I bought a silk cardigan and I bought a vintage cardigan, beautiful. And I was so scared of the moth. They lived in my freezer for a couple of weeks. Sorry, my eyes is really irritated. So I'm actually quite scared. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to put all of this fabric in the freezer for a few weeks and hopefully you'll see it back then. The stuff that I've cut, I could just pick up another of my fabrics. Not like I have a problem picking up fabrics. And I will finish the stuff that I want to make. And I wanted to make one of my, with this pattern that I have, I want to make one of my frilly bags as well. Okay, so a scare moment passed. Everything is in the freezer right now. Really freaked out. Right, so I have gone through my stash and I found these pieces I'm going to show you. These is Lyra Ashley 19, I think it says it somewhere, 1997, I think it is. So vintage, not as vintage as me, but vintage. I have these pieces. I pay a pretty penny for them as well. I thrift them in the Isle of Texel a few years back. I have never cut into the. I've done a little pouch, but I didn't like the pouch, so I stopped using it. Anyway, you can see it's a beautiful Laura Ashley fabric. I have a few pieces of this double-sided fabric, and this side is a beautiful dainty floral, and in this one is stunning. And then I have this piece, then I have this other piece, which is a much bigger piece. Again, I pay a pretty penny for these guys. I normally don't pay this amount of money for thrifting clothing, but I really wanted to. And then they kind of gave me these little pieces that is cotton. It's 1977. I was wrong. It's 1977. So they also gave me these pieces. There's like a little scraps. I might actually make the bow from there. And then, sorry, I was falling off my chair. And then I found this other piece that I got recently. It's also double-sided quilted. And kind of an odd piece. This one I thought might be Lyra Ashley as well, but it's not. It's this company. Sorry, my eyes are still bothering me. BIP Print, Custom Print Works Company. Right, so I was thinking, since I really, really love the quilted bag there, I would like to do a drop on my website with the bags that I'm finishing this week. And then I think what I might do is trying to see if I can get at least one or two big totes bags from this fabric. It will be nice to see the double-sided thing, so I might try to see if I can do the, how you call it? The French seaming. So you can actually, I don't need the lining is one and the other. I think I will put this one as the outside and this one in the inside. But if I do them with the French seams, yeah, I could actually do, I was just thinking and I would like to do that pleat effect that one has. But if I do the French seam, it might still work. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I just saw it in this one as well. 1977. Laura Ashley, 1977. You know what? I'm gonna try to see if I can find more quilted fabrics. I don't think I have many. I always buy like little pieces and see if I can make like a quilted bag kind of deal. Also, I have the pieces that I did from the quilted dress, and I might just start working with them as well and see if I can make some bags from there too. Oh, and also last night, I stitched these absolutely stunning pieces. These are sample from, like sample books, textile sample books, and they're like really shiny viscose or silk. They feel really great quality. So I'm thinking I might want to integrate these ones somehow. I have to overlock everything because all the threads wanted to come undone. And maybe make like a cute little bag as well with these ones. So I have these two things to do. The denim might have to wait a little bit longer because I need to decide on that one, since I really freaked out. The more I was looking at the cloth, the more I thought, what if it's something nefarious? Maybe I'm over the top. Maybe I'm just complicating things. I had it for a few years and I didn't know what to do with it. Now I think that is the right thing to do because I really like that project. So let's crack on with it. Okay, I didn't film taking off this one because I just didn't. I wanted to see if I could do, it's not reversible because of the zipper. I cannot reverse the zipper. Some stitching came undone here. Anyway, I need to just get that bit here that came undone. Because the fabric is so pretty in both ends, I was thinking, how can I make it pretty inside so I could actually use it as the lining? And obviously the answer is to put some lovely bias tape. As I said, I just need to pick that little bit here. It is not reversible, and I still need to figure out a way of covering this little bit of stitching here on the zipper. But I think once I realize how to do that, this is gonna look really, really pretty. It's a cute little bag. I didn't do the frillies because of the same. How do I get the question was, how do I get the finish properly done? If I was to put this thing, how can I put a frilly outside? I need to figure that one out, because it's kind of a French seam kind of thing, because you stitch it normally and then you have to cut it and then you do the bias tape. So it's kind of sweet inside. What I might still do is just get a little bit of the bias tape and just stitch it here. So the inside is neat. But I don't want to have lots of stitching on the other side. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. If I was to stitch it by hand, I'd much rather do something a little bit more interesting. Now, I just put something inside to show you the shape because it's kind of cute. You could wear it like a short bag like this, or obviously you could wear it like a long crossbody bag. I'm thinking of doing like a cute little keychain for this one. I've been doing keychains in the evening because I'm having lots of fun with my collection of beads. So I think I'm gonna see if I could put a cute little one in here as well. I really like the shape of this. And before I cut the Laura Ashley one, I think I'm going to try to see if I can make a smaller tote bag with this one. No, I can't, is the answer. I did find a different one. Hold on. I collect all sorts of things when I'm thrifting. This is very similar to this, actually. Not quite the same, but similar. So I think it will look good in like a drop. So I was thinking, since it's like a perfect rectangle, I might see if I can just make a tote bag with what I've got. It is a very, I don't know if you can see it. I don't think it's cotton. I think it's quite, it has quite a lot of drape, which is unusual for the quilted fabric. I guess if everything is like viscose instead of being cotton. No, the outside is definitely cotton. Maybe the inside is very light. I don't know, it's quite drapey, if you can see. It's unusual. Normally quilted fabrics has much more body. But anyway, I'll see if I can make a tote bag with this one and create the with the bias tape inside. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish the Lyra Ashley one on this video, because I want to get the technique of the bias tape first nailed before I actually use it on the lovely scraps of Lyra Ashley. But yeah, this is a cute little bag. I think I might have enough to make another one. I mean, I guess I could do, or at least one of my normal crossbody bags, not round, but bottom ones. Yeah, I could do that. I think I still would like to put the darker blue outside, because I don't think light blue is something that people would like to wear. But yeah, it's kind of a cute little bag. So this is bag number 4 for today. Obviously, there will be, I need to fix what I told you about the zipper, but I have to figure out how to do that. Right, I think I might have a go at this one and see how the tote bag looks with this. If I don't finish the Laura Ashley on this video, I'll put the pictures, and all of them will be for sale on my website. Anyway, I think I might stop the video here, and if I finish any other more work, I will add the pictures. So thank you so much for watching. This is very much a business vlog. So anyway, if you like the video, please do so, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.